Shareen is in Fulham. Shareen, good evening.
I am. Hello, good evening. I'll start at the top. I had a neighbour dispute, retained a lawyer. The lawyer sent me a contract that I think it's a usual contract, and then proceeded to do work for me. I didn't like the direction it was going in, and I asked the lawyer on 2 occasions to not do work, to not take a step that he suggested I take. Lots of back and forth on email. I kept writing, nope, don't do this, nope, stop, don't ask me again, don't do it. And on both occasions, he did the work. I was so frustrated after that I decided to part ways with him and to just do it myself, which I did quite successfully. But now I've got a money claim against me for his fees, which are much higher than any fee that we ever discussed. And this is despite the fact that several times along the way I wrote him emails saying, what are your fees now? And didn't get a response.
Okay. So how much is he suing you for, Shareen?
£7,000, which is interest.
How much would you expect the fees to be? How much would you think is reasonable?
I expected the fees to be around £3,000, and I've paid £2,700 of it, the rest being VAT. And they're still taking me to court. I've complained to the managing partner, who said, actually, the SRA rule said that we've got to do what we think is in your interest. So they're standing by their lawyer. I've looked through the SRA regulations. It just all seems a bit crazy to me. But the thing is, I think I'm going to go to court and lose because he's a litigation lawyer and I'm not. I don't know how he can twist things in the courtroom, but I just
Shareen,
I don't understand what I can do.
You're First of all, it is nonsense to say that they have to act in your best interests and that's the end of the matter. Of course they have to act in your best interest, but they also have to act within the scope of the instructions that you give them. So I'll take a silly example. If you were instructing a solicitor in a criminal case and you said, I think you should, I want to plead not guilty, and the lawyer went and pleaded guilty on your behalf because they thought that was in your best interest because you were banged to rights and would get a lower sentence. Well, you can imagine how that would go down.
Yes.
They've got to act within the scope of your instructions. So the senior partner is talking drivel. Please don't name the firm, but I'm going to assume this is quite a small high street firm.
It's not. It's one of those firms that lawyers go to when they just want to work for themselves and make more money. So it's loads of partners. Okay, fine. Yeah,
so it's driven by billing. Then it's not them that you need to argue with. What you need to do is go and complain to the legal ombudsman.
I've done that, sir, and they've said, the legal ombudsman have said that they can't do anything because they're already bringing a case against me. So I've got to request a stay, which I've done, but the firm has refused it because, of course, they want to go to court.
It's not up to the firm to refuse it. It's up to the judge, to the court, whether to allow it or refuse it. What's the judge say?
The judges, I guess they're looking at the papers that I put.
Because this
is
really something that should go to the legal ombudsman. My only concern is, I suspect if they've sued you, this has been dragging on for a long time, and
2 years.
There are time limits for going to the ombudsman. Has the ombudsman said you're out of time for going to them?
No, the ombudsman said if a stay is awarded, then they will look at the case. But if a stay is not awarded, then it will go to court.
Okay, the legal ombudsman will rule in your favour, Shareen, because the legal ombudsman says very clearly any lawyer who overbills or bills in a way where it hasn't been explained to the client in writing that this is what they're going to get charged and this is the amount of money you're going to get charged, can't enforce that bill. The legal ombudsman will find in your favour. The judge, if it goes to a court, will probably find in your favour, although it's not quite.
I think I've got a better chance with the LO.
Yeah, they haven't got quite as much discretion as the legal ombudsman. But if you can show you told the solicitors, don't do this, don't do that, the judge is going to come down on those solicitors like a ton of bricks. And frankly, I think they're idiots for going to court. I think they're trying to bluff you into offering them some more money with an aim to settle. If I were you, I'd hold out, and I reckon a day before you're due to go to court, they'll approach you and say, we'll take £1,000 of the 4,300 in dispute.
Okay.